Hi, welcome to today's Vinyasa Flow. For today's practice, all you need is a block, a thick sturdy book, shoebox works just fine. Even a water bottle will work for what we're using it for today. And we're going to get started in a reclined position. So make your way to your back body. Soles of the feet press into the mat. Hips, shoulders, head, all supported here. And give yourself a few rounds of breath just to settle in. Give yourself any movements or little adjustments that need to happen. Finding stillness when you're ready. On your next breath, knees can hug into the chest. And pause here to really press your back into the mat. Feeling that contact from your tailbone all the way up through the shoulders. We're going to activate the core here. So slowly drop your toes to the mat, keeping your back pressing into the mat. Then lift your knees back to the chest. Some little toe taps here, toes lower, tap the mat, then lift back to the chest. A few more rounds at your own pace, knowing the goal here is really to keep your entire back in contact with the floor beneath you. So working at the pace and rhythm that allows you to keep that contact. Give yourself 2 more rounds from wherever you are. And we'll meet next time your knees hug into your chest. Slowly lower both soles of the feet to the mat. On an inhale, extend right leg towards the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee, reclined figure 4. Right ankle rests over left knee. Right knee presses away from you. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can keep your left foot on the mat or bring your knee in towards the chest, left foot off the mat. Hands can come behind that left thigh. Maybe you even extend your left leg up towards the sky. Again, notice what your right knee is doing here. It might want to hug into the chest. Gently press it away from you. Then left foot lowers to the mat if it's not already there. Arms out to a T or a cactus shape. Drop your left knee and right sole of the foot down towards the floor. Finding a twist here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next breath, come back to center, unraveling everything, both soles of the feet back to the mat. Then other side, inhale, extend left leg to the sky. Exhale, figure 4, left ankle over right knee. Left knee presses away from you, finds that engagement first. Perhaps keeping that right sole of the foot on the mat or lifting right foot off the mat, hands behind the thigh. You can extend your right leg towards the sky if that feels good. Left knee continues to press away from you. It's natural for it to hug in towards the chest, keeping that engagement in that outer hip. Slowly lower right sole of the foot back to the mat if it's not already there. Arms out to a T or a cactus shape. Let your left sole of the foot, right knee fall towards the floor. Taking that figure 4 twist on this side for just a moment. Then unwind, come back to center, both feet to the floor, knees hug into the chest, and give yourself 2 or 3 rock and rolls up and down the spine before you make your way to a seated position for just a moment, passing right through to tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. On an inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, look up. Exhale, round your spine, press away from the mat. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, round the spine, press away from the mat. 1 more round at your pace of breath. We'll meet back in a neutral spine when that's complete for you. Tuck your toes if they aren't tucked already. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Plantar stretch. Now seated here on the heels for just a moment. Then walk your hands forward. Peel your hips up towards the sky, but you're trying to keep your chest, your torso nice and close to those thighs. Then extend into your typical down dog shape. Likely walking the hands and feet away from each other, lengthening your base just a bit. You can take a moment to pedal out the legs or shift the hips side to side. Then adjusting your base once again, walk your feet out and in. So I'm taking a wider and shorter stance so my heels can meet the floor. Then right hand comes to the outside of your left shin, left calf, ankle area. Maybe like you're trying to peek under that left armpit. Give yourself a moment. Then right hand back to the mat. Left arm reaches for outside of that right lower leg. Again, maybe like you're looking under the armpit. I feel it behind my left shoulder blade. So just notice where you feel sensation. Then release, come back to center, back to your typical down dog. On an inhale, sweep right leg towards the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee, hip opens towards the right, scorpion dog. Inhale, extend right leg long. Exhale, right foot outside of right hand, lizard. Lowering the back knee. Now I like to bring the block under my chest here so I have a little more space for my arms. You can add that in. You might stay right here or sweep your right arm back, opening the chest. Maybe even bending that back knee, reach for your back toes, adding in a bit of a quad stretch. Here for a cycle of breath. And then release, toes to the mat, hand to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, sweep left leg to the sky. Exhale, scorpion dog, bend the left knee, hip opens towards the left. Inhale, extend left leg long. Exhale, lizard, left foot outside of left hand, lowering the back knee for this version. Hands can come to the block if that feels supportive. Left arm reaches behind you. Now maybe you stay here or bend that back knee, reaching for the toes, adding in that quad stretch for just a moment. Breathe in, breathe out. Toes release to the mat, hands back to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. On an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, find a half lift, flat back.